Welcome to Perfectly Peace Live with Me Time. I'm Erin.
And I'm Cassie.
And it is December 2022, last live of the year. I can't believe.
I can't believe it either.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what are we going to talk about today?
So today we're going to spend our traditional about 30 minutes with you, and we're going to share some of the news, things that's going on with Me Time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to share some of the projects that we've been seeing with the December block.
December block.
Right?
Yeah.
So cute. Can't wait to share some of those. And then we're going to actually mix things up a little bit, and we're going to share a sneak peek of next month's block right after that.
Yeah.
Which will be really fun.
Right. Kind of a different focus.
Yeah.
Now in these lives, we're going to spend a lot of time really showing you everything that's coming.
Right. And then we're going to spend time giving you a little tip. And then we're going to do some Q&A with a creative project.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we have to have our giveaway. Yes, we do.
Yep. Okay. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about our little project. This is a 1-block project. Super fun for gifting.
Oh, my word. I love it. You guys can hardly wait, I'm sure.
Okay, so we don't have a ton of Me Time news.
No, actually, I think the biggest thing is that the Collectible Christmas Candy Shop has now released and is ready to be out in the world.
Yeah, so I think you got your digital files on Saturday, and we started shipping today, so everyone should be getting it this week, and you can add to your church and get your village going.
And if you haven't subscribed, there's still time.
There's still time.
There's still time.
Yes, in fact, since we shipped, now you can get previous boxes in the Me Time store. So if you subscribe now, you'll get the candy shop and you can go in the Me Time store and buy the church.
Yes. Yep. So you didn't miss out. And we actually even have a tutorial for the candy shop, which is launching tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it has
starring Cassie. She does such a great job.
We're going to talk a little bit about stitching that leather sign and a little bit about pressing, just to help those who have some questions about the candy shop. That is a little bit different than the church. Most of it's the same, but there's a couple things that are different.
So it's not a full new tutorial. We've got all those tips as individual tips. I think there's like 10 little tip videos. And then there's the church video, but this is kind of like what's new and unique about the candy shop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So look forward for that tomorrow if you are ready to stitch your candy store.
Yeah. Okay. So let's dig into the projects that we've been seeing. So I know everyone's busy with the holidays, right? Yep. But we have seen this one beautiful scarf made. Let's pull that image up. I love this so much. It's coming. It's coming. There we go. This was done by Sherry. Isn't this so cute? It's so graphic in the black and white.
I love it in the black and white. The moment I saw it, I was like, oh
yeah. And she actually posted a picture of her wearing it. We should have had that because she's beautiful and it looks so good.
It looked so cute on her.
Okay. So something a little different this time. Let's pull up Jess's picture. So we have a fun partner. She's an influencer named Jess. Her channel is called Jess Oakleroots and it's Jessica Rush. And every month she gets a Perfectly Peace box and she does a full stitch out tutorial on each block. So check her out. It's really fun. She is adorable and she's super fun to listen to and watch. Now you can see in her stitch out, she did the blue the block in the blues that come in the box.
Right.
But she took the dark blue to do those little strips and it completely changes the look. It's really dramatic.
It is so much dramatic. I really like how the dark blue is the teeny thin pieces.
Yeah, I just love those thin pieces. And then she did a whole project, kind of, what did she call it? She said she's going to put it under Santa's cookie plate.
I think it was
kind of like a cookie mat. Yeah. So she took 4 blocks, put them together using her scraps, and we just love it. She's super fun to watch. Make sure you check her out. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, yes. Stockings.
They are so adorable with this pattern. I love how the lines all match up and how they feel very cheery and Christmassy. And I like how the colors are a softer version of Christmas. You have a little bit of green, a little bit of red with some cream and white. It's so pretty.
So these were done by our coworker, Tyler. He's actually over photo and video for Me Time. And he made these for him and his wife. And he's making more for his dogs. I think he has 2 dogs.
Yep, he does.
He's actually off camera right now. But I love how he took this and did the kind of zigzag on the side, how he placed those blocks. Really, really cool. Okay, and I think we have one more. This was just made with little tiny 2-inch blocks. So we actually have these here because this was done by another coworker, Jen. And what did she do? She took these little blocks and
these are little baby 2-inch blocks, and she actually filled them with rice.
Mhm.
And so if you're feeling a little bit cold, you're going out
Mhm.
into the winter air, you can have them heated up in the microwave and then just these little hand warmers.
Hand warmers. We live with hand warmers.
Yeah.
Because, it's Utah. And so I always keep a package of little hand warmers because, if my kids go skiing or go sledding or something like that, then they love having hand warmers. So that's so cute.
And I love them. Look how adorable they are.
They're so cute. And these little tiny strips, folks, I hope you all try making this block and doing these little strips because they are so cute.
They are. These kill me. They're so tiny. There's no way I could do that without the embroidery
Mine wouldn't
machine.
look like that.
Yeah, not a chance. So fun. So guys, keep sharing. We absolutely love seeing your projects so that we hope that you keep posting.
Yeah. It's a busy month. Everyone's busy getting ready for Christmas.
Right.
Okay, so now we get to show you a whole sneak peek of next month's block. Now it's up on the website, and I think you'll be getting your preview email in just the next week or so. But this block, let's do the overhead camera maybe to show the block. Ta-da! Yay! So we've got all 4 sizes. We've got the 8-inch, the 6-inch, the 4-inch, and the 2-inch. And it actually is a pretty traditional block, but what have we done to make it look different?
We added this optional stitched heart that you can do near the very end, and it just kind of transforms it into an envelope.
Yeah, super cute for Valentine's Day. Right. So if you want to keep it as a traditional block, you don't have to do this. This is an optional step at the very end, but if you want to do something for Valentine's Day, you've got this option. I love this quilting. It kind of looks like writing, like you're writing on the envelope or writing a love letter. And so it kind of is a little bit of a nod to that.
So it has all that little Valentine's love sort of theme going on.
Yeah. So a really fun thing that comes this month that we've never done before are these little labels. And these were actually designed. These are not even close up. This says, I've been busy, handmade with love, picked for you, just a row of hearts, some flowers, and homemade. And so you get all of these, and they're so cute to add to your project. So we'll show you some of our project examples.
Yeah, and I like they're a nice soft leather, so they're really
malleable.
Kind of
suede almost.
Yeah, they're more suedey, and you can really bend them and move them, so you can wrap them around your project really easily without cracking happening. And then they just add that cute factor.
Oh yes, hold them up like this.
So fun.
So here's one of our projects. This one is I think this is the 8-inch block. And we have done this with the heart. And then you have this beautiful 2-inch border quilting pattern. And that does come in the box also. And you can see we've put this little tag right here. It says handmade with love. It's just such a cute addition to that.
It just adds that something special, which I feel like you need when you're thinking of more like a Valentine's sort of theme.
That's true. That's true. Okay, and then this one is the 6-inch block, and you've got these beautiful triangles with, again, another custom quilting file that comes in your download.
So other than what we normally get, they're getting 2 additional quiltings this month.
I love the graphic design of this. And then we got the little tag here, I've been busy, and everything matches with the fabrics. So here is the 4-inch project.
Now this one we decided not to do the hearts on and keep it a little bit more scrappy looking. And this is also has the all over quilting on it, which is so cute. If you guys haven't seen it yet, there's little tiny letters and little tiny mailboxes.
Super cute. And this has a little tag picked for you. So we have a really fun extra project this month that we use this block, and it's a tablet sleeve. So let's go ahead and pull these out of the way. So we've given you 2 sizes. One is for just a small little reader. My kids have these little readers.
Like a Kindle or a Nook or things like that.
And then here is a larger one. But really, even though we give you 2 specific sizes, we try and show you that if you just take whatever you have, whether you want to do a laptop sleeve or a small reader sleeve, that you would just configure your blocks to make it how big you need.
Which is so fun.
So we've got an iPad in here. And one thing that's really fun too about these little tags is if you sew them on tight enough, you can also use it for a pencil. You want to make sure that's nice and snug. So then you can put your reader or your tablet in. And this is really assembled just like a quilt.
Oh, yeah. You piece everything and then you add the backing and then you bind.
And
so
then
the
you
same
bind.
steps.
Yeah. So look how darling this one is. This one we did Velcro, so you can choose what you'd like to do. And look, it has the little 2-inch blocks.
They're so adorable.
And then I think this is a 6-inch block.
Right.
And then we've got 2 6-inch blocks on the back. So again, you can use those building blocks of the 2, 4, 6, and 8 to just make it exactly the size you need for your reader or your tablet or your laptop.
Right. So cute, Erin. I love that those instructions are included.
Yep, exactly how to do that. That's fun. So something unique we wanted to show this month too is how you can combine one block with another block. So the block this month actually combines beautifully with the August block.
Yep.
So let's show you. Let's do the overhead camera here again, Andrew. And what we've got here is we've got 2 of January's block. And then we went ahead and sewed 2 of the August block with the fabric that comes in the January box.
Love it. So cute.
So I didn't put 2 and 2 together that we could make an arrow out of this August block by placing the fabric like this. And I just think it's adorable.
So once you saw that, you couldn't help but do it,
I know.
right?
I had to do this because I thought it's a little nod toward Valentine's Day again, right? The arrows, Cupid's arrows,
Right.
or arrows pointing toward each other. But isn't that a cute tumble?
I think I would love that on my couch for Valentine's Day, the little arrow and then
Yeah.
the little heart envelopes.
So you could make your tablet out of these. You could make a pillow. So if you have been a subscriber to Perfectly Pieced and you have August, pull that out and combine your blocks. And we'll try and point out when blocks go really well together. And if you weren't a subscriber in August, guess what? You can go in the MeTime store and you can buy the digital files for the August 2022 Perfectly Pieced box.
And you can still make this.
Yeah.
Which I love. Now, we actually have somebody who made a whole quilt design for us in our MeTime.
Yeah, let's pull that
Jeanette
up.
designed it. Let's see if we can show you what it would look like if you decide to make a big quilt with this idea.
Yeah. This is so neat. Would you think that those 2 blocks would make this design? I love the little, it's almost like a hot pink little bow tie pinwheel in there. Do you see that?
Oh, I do. Yes.
That's kind of my favorite little peekaboo.
I
What
never
do you
thought of
like?
that. I love the bow tie. Now that you showed it to me, I love it. But I also love just how your eyes just see there's like circles that are
Yeah.
appearing, and then just the I don't know.
It makes kind of the Missouri star, doesn't it? There's 9 of those stars in the whole quilt. So remember that in your digital files, you have instructions for full quilts, lap quilts, king quilts, and they tell you how much fabric you need. So if you want more of this fabric, this bundle is also for sale in the MeTime store when this box launches, and you can buy more of this fabric so that you can make some of these bigger projects.
Which is so fun that we do all the math
Yeah,
ahead of time, and we tell you, okay, for this project, you need this many blocks to make it.
Yeah.
So there's no guesswork.
I love this. I love the arrows. I want to do a whole quilt just with arrows.
I think you should.
I can do like a whole line of arrows going one way and a whole line going another way.
Okay, I'm ready to see it. When are you going to do that?
I know. Yeah, it's finding the time, right?
Right? Always about finding the time.
Okay, so we got a fun tip.
We do.
And it kind of relates to this block we've been talking about.
It does. So we have made a new thing that is a resource to help everyone feel a little bit more organized and know what they're getting and to look back at past projects and make sure they know what they're getting. So in our lovely little binder here we made.
That's not for sale.
Right.
We just bought this binder at the store.
The point is to buy a binder that makes you so happy and busy with joy. Okay. And then inside we have this Perfectly Pieced digital contents card, which actually shows you the block and in the fabrics, you know, that.
Yeah,
we
let's
sent
pull up
with
that
them.
image so that they'll be able to see it really well. It's
Right.
probably not quite as clear here.
And then on here, we also have the piecing template.
Yes. Okay.
So
I can see it
you can
now.
see block piecing template just side by side, and then it has the quilting. So it shows the custom block by block quilting, the clear blue tile quilting, and then if there's anything extra that's special, like this month, they get a 2-inch border and that special triangle quilting. So let's say later on you're thinking, oh, I wanted to make that one project that had those cute mailboxes, but you can't remember which block it is.
Right.
This is an easy resource. You can just go through your binder and say, oh, there it is. And you know exactly which files to pull up and how to find them.
Yeah. So you don't have to go hunting through folder after folder and pulling up the files to see what those quilting designs
Right,
look like.
especially since not everybody has the software to pull it up on their computer and see
true.
what it is. So this way you can see, oh, this is the one that has the cute mailboxes and the letters. This is the one I want. And then on the bottom, we have the projects that we had also
that are
highlighted.
Featured for that month.
That were featured for that month. And then I thought, wouldn't it be so fun to make this a real resource for you and to put in here your general resource guide. And then on the back, since we put it in a sleeve, you could just slip your little block project instructions in there.
Yeah. And then it's all there right there.
It's all right there. And then if you have your next month's piling up, it'd be easy to just flip through and have everything you need.
That is so great. Yeah, and then that will help you mix your blocks too, because you can say, oh, that would go good with that. And, you know, some of the things like particularly this quilting that comes this month is it would go with a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
It's not so specific. And so you can go back and say, oh, I think I'll try that 2-inch border.
Right. And you can put it with any other box.
Yeah.
So the fun thing about this is we're not only going to do this from here on out, we are going to backtrack.
Oh.
So we're going to be able to give you the rest of the months, July through December, coming soon. We don't have a release date quite yet, but that is coming soon.
And so since your files are delivered digitally, we can just add those to your files in your MeTime library. That's one of those benefits of having digital files.
Right. So when we announce that they're there, you can go back in and find those and you can print them off and make your own resource binder.
I love this so much. You know, when we first talked about this and someone on our team put it together, we all kind of went, oh, that's going to be so great.
I did. My jaw dropped and I'm like, I need that. I need that for all of them, like right now.
We need a cute binder.
And yes, we need a cute binder. So, you know, get one that matches your sewing room or something that you love, and there you go.
That's awesome. So this will be in their digital files for January. So when they get delivered on January 1st, this digital, what is it called? Digital contents card is going to be in it.
Right. And then stay tuned to hear when the other ones will be available.
I love that. I think everyone's going to have a great time with that.
I know. I want them all.
Okay, so let's dig into our project. And again, if you've got questions, throw those questions in the chat and we'll try and answer them kind of in between while we're working on this project. So this is a 1-block project.
Yes.
And it's a great gifting idea. It's particularly applies to Valentine's Day, but it could apply to anything.
I think you could do it for Christmas. There's still time.
There is
maybe
still time.
Not with this particular block, but you could do a similar idea.
Well, it would work with the August block.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a cute little gifting envelope with the envelope block, but we're going to start with
the quilting. So we love how cute this quilting is, so we wanted to do that with you. I've already pieced this block, and we're going to actually quilt it right now, and we're going to show you that optional heart.
Okay.
So we're going to let that go while we see if we have any questions.
Well, here's a question. Someone is wondering, is there a bonus project, a fun project for every month of Perfect Weeks?
There is going to be moving forward. Yeah.
So the question was, just in case they didn't hear it, is are there going to be bonus projects that are unique for every month moving forward?
Oh, yeah, true. Yes. So we've been doing these 18 by 18 inch pillows or table toppers, but now we're going to start adding a unique fun project every month.
Right. There's been a couple that we've had sprinkled in already, but now we thought, let's have some fun with our block.
Yeah, we're kind of getting used to a feel for it too. So that's what the tablet sleeve is this month.
Yep.
And they'll always give you ideas.
Yep.
And you know what's fun about that is you take the tablet sleeve and guess what? You can use any block with this. It's not just for this block. You can use the same instructions and pull a block, any of your favorite blocks.
You could use July, you could use, you know, October even, and you can make one for every season if you want, you know.
There you go. A new, you know, change it with your outfit.
Yep.
So this is stitching. This is a pretty fast quilting design. It stitches out pretty smooth because it's all connected without starting and stopping like some of the designs do.
And the loops are just so fun and mesmerizing to watch.
So let's get set up here. So we are going to need our wool mat. So these are available in the MeTime store. We have your wool ironing mat, and we have this mini iron, which we love for while we're piecing.
Essential.
It kind of is.
It is essential.
Yeah.
So you need a little iron to get in those hoops, especially if you're doing the smaller blocks.
Yeah. If you've never had a mini iron, you really should go for it.
Okay. Did we have another question?
Yes, we do. We have a question from a few people on the YouTube channel.
Okay.
Just wanting to know more about the leather tags. Are they real leather? Can they be purchased separately? Are they included in this one?
They are. Okay, so the question was about the little leather tags we talked about and whether they're included, what they're made out of, and if they can buy more. So I'm lining them up on this mat here. I'm not sure why.
Well, we can tell you right away that they are included in the doorstop.
The doorstep.
Doorstep. I was like, I said that wrong.
The doorstep
subscription.
Yep,
and they
you'll
will
get
be
all. There's 6. We're missing one here. I'm not sure which one it is. Which one is it? The pink one? The gray one? There we go. The little flowers. So they are not real leather. It's a faux leather, but it really feels real. It feels like suede.
Yeah, they're very suede and they're very bendy and flexy.
Right now, there are not more available in the store. They just come with the doorstep delivery. So if you want the box with the fabric and the tags, then you need, and you're a digital subscriber, then you would want to switch to the doorstep.
All right, so our quilting is actually finished at the moment. And so at this point, it would be the optional heart. So you can just skip that and you can just move on at this point, or you can stitch it. So we're going to stitch it because we want a heart on our cute little envelope, right? So that's easy enough there. You would just be done, or you can finish that last step.
So while that's stitching, let me just kind of point out how this quilting is with the overhead camera. So again, this is just continuous because it does the loops and then it goes down to the next one and it keeps going. So it's a really fast stitch out because it's all connected without any stops and starts.
And it's whimsical and lovely.
Whimsical and lovely. Are there any other questions or comments?
Here's another one from Cindy West on
Okay.
YouTube. She's wondering, will there be any video tutorials for the sleeves?
Well, that's a good question. Is there going to be any video tutorials for the sleeves? Well, we hadn't planned on it, but that's something that we can definitely look into. That would be fun.
Yeah. For now, we do have the instructions on how to do those. That will be included whether you're a digital or a doorstep.
That's true. Get that right.
I know.
Okay, we're almost done with the heart. We're actually going to show you a little trick for putting backing. So if you were going to make a little mug rug or a little table topper or a little, what did Jess call it?
A placemat.
A placemat.
Yep.
Then we have a little trick for how you can avoid the sewing machine and do it all on your embroidery machine.
This would also work for those pockets that we talked about a while ago.
Yes.
Or have a nice lined pocket.
Yeah, or a lot of people make coasters with the blocks. So this would be a way to, or even the little hand
warmers. I was going to say that. It would work great for the little hand warmers.
Yeah, it's a way to put the backing on without having to take it out of the hoop and go to your regular sewing machine. So it's kind of taking longer than we expected, stitching out this heart.
The heart takes longer than the whole quilting put together
does it?
because it's a nice satin stitch, but it's very smooth.
Well, is it a satin? It's actually a tatami stitch,
it's a tatami,
but it is beautiful. That makes it lie really nice and flat.
Yes, and it's so pretty and precise. So we're going to let it do its thing.
Well, let's talk again about what the thread they get then. The thread you get this month is called First Kiss, and doesn't that just fit too? We didn't pick it because of the name, I promise, but it fits, doesn't it?
It's one of those lovely things that just works out.
A happy coincidence.
Yes.
So this is actually kind of a ballet slipper pink. It's kind of a beigey pink. So it's a nice neutral and it looks good with all the fabrics. And we can kind of talk about the fabrics too while we're waiting for that heart to stitch. So this is my favorite one. It's kind of a vintage, let's see, how does that not get a glare? Kind of a vintage floral. I love how it's got some orange in it, so it keeps it from being too sweet. And then we have a beautiful woven beige that's actually kind of a brown on white.
Yeah.
And then we have a super cute mini gingham, and it's a really subdued pink.
Yeah, it's not red, it's not orange, it's not like bright pink, it's just soft.
And then we've got 2 solids. You can see one here, this really warm brown, and this pink. And then I love this final one. It's this little geometric triangles. And you can see that on the edges here of this block. These little, let's see. I have to think backwards. There we go. Those little triangles.
They're just beautiful.
And then there you can see that floral now. Okay, it sounds like our heart is done.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so it says that we're finished, but we're going to actually go backwards.
So let's pull the hoop off really quick so we can show them really well what we're doing.
Okay. So there's our block. Isn't it pretty?
It's so pretty.
With your simple heart. And so I cut a piece of backing that will cover this completely.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we back up our machine just before the quilting when we do this final outline stitch.
Okay.
And then we're going to take this and we're going to place it on top of that, making sure that we cover all of that outline stitch.
Okay. And do they want to tape this down?
It would be good to tape it if you want. We didn't grab tape today, but it can be all taped in place and ready to go. And then we're going to watch it kind of like a hawk, because we're gonna have it go around and do the stitch, but we have to stop it before it finishes so that we have a place to turn.
Okay.
So we're going to do that right now.
This is a great shortcut.
Yes, because all of a sudden we have it stitched and ready to go. And we didn't have to get out our sewing machine or switch our machine over or anything like that. So I'm going to do that real quick.
Okay, she's going to watch it like a hawk. But I can answer another question if there's anything else, Libby.
Let's see.
I'm going to have to do some hand stitching on screen, and I got to tell you, I'm a little bit nervous about it.
But it's going to be worth it, right?
It's going to be worth it.
Quick question from Lisa.
Okay.
She's wondering what size hoop that is.
What size hoop is this?
This is a 9.5 by 14.
It's a big hoop.
And that's because this is an 8.5 by 8.5 inch block while it is stitching.
Okay, she's ready to stop it.
So I'm going to stop. I'm going to hit the cut button. So it will do that for me. And then I have left myself a nice gap here, just about that big, enough to turn.
Maybe your hand will fit in that. Huh?
My hand will fit in it. That's what I was planning on, I guess. I wanted to round the corner just so I had a good corner.
Okay.
And so then at this point, we can cut and trim and get it ready to turn.
Okay, let's do it.
So we'll pop it out of the hoop for you.
And what kind of stabilizer did you use here?
So this is the light mesh cutaway. I prefer that as well as the ultra light mesh cutaway for Perfectly Pieced, because both of them just kind of hide and disappear in your project.
You didn't get that crunchy feeling.
Right, you're right. Yeah. And then you don't have to worry about it being in there.
Okay, so I'm just going to give myself a little 1/4 inch seam allowance.
And then we're going to cut the corners to reduce the bulk so we can get nice pointy corners. I have them all rounded. And we can just get rid of all that excess.
Well, it's nice. You don't have to measure. You don't have to worry about getting a straight stitch, or if you stitched right on the block, it will be perfect because it's done on the embroidery machine. I will let you turn that because I think your hands are a little smaller than mine. Oh yeah, we need to trim the corners.
We need to trim the corners first.
Okay, so you guys know this trick. We're just going to trim the corners away. I guess I can get a little closer. So we want a crisp corner.
Right. So normally we want to whack off the corner and then take about 1 inch on each side to make
whack
sure.
Off the corner.
Yep.
And then we're going to go like this.
Yep. So that way we can have a really nice crisp corner. There we go. And it just takes a second to do that, but it's worth it to give that corner that look we want. And that's, again, why I wanted to round that corner a little bit so that we could have a good corner there, too.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I will pick up my garbage while you turn.
And then all we have to do is push it through. And then it has a really cute lining, which is the best part.
Can we bring a little corner pusher?
I don't think we did.
Maybe I'll use the scissors.
So
you've got your back and you've got no seam showing. Voila.
Right. Which is important for what we're going to do with this block so that we don't have these raw edge corners or that extra fabric sticking out.
And did you use batting on this block?
I did, especially since it's a big block and we're going to want to put something in here. I wanted it to have some stability.
And would you recommend doing quilting without the batting on it? Would you always think that we need to have batting to make the quilting work?
It works best with batting. I guess is the way that we should phrase that. And that's just because it has that.
Has a little more something to grab onto.
Yeah, that texture there that it needs in there just to help it out. All right, there you go.
Okay, so you can see how well we'll fix it up. We'll get our little mini iron out.
It always looks wrinkled when you turn it, but that's why ironing is so amazing.
Love ironing. Okay, and then we'll do a little tuck here. And of course, we're not going to do this on screen, but of course you can whip stitch this to close it. We're just gonna iron that closed.
And that will keep a nice finished block.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be a cookie mat too, right there.
Yeah, it is. It would be like a little mug rug or a cookie mat, or if you wanted to even do, well, you'd have to have a big enough hoop to cover it. So it would never work to do it with more than one block. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually turn this over. And if you ever have made an envelope with where you cut it out of a template, out of cardstock or something, this is kind of the same concept. So what we're going to do is we are going to fold in each of these sides
On
with
that perfect line.
Yes. So we're going to pull this in. You know what? We thought that that was going to be right there. And I would recommend using a little starch.
Just to give it that crisper edge and help it stay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that works nice.
While she's doing that, Libby, do we have other questions coming in?
We do have a question.
All
actually.
right. Let's take that while we're doing this ironing.
Okay, so this question is from Linda, and it's about the perfectly pieced hand warmers.
Okay.
So she's wondering, with the hand warmers, I thought you could only sew with 100% cotton thread to put something in the microwave. So she's wondering, since embroidery thread is polyester, if they're microwave safe.
That is a good question.
That is
And I don't think we've thought about that.
The thing is, those you could use cotton thread with perfectly pieced, and it would work just fine. So if that is a concern, I think that you could easily switch to a cotton thread, and it would be just fine.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, so we've got our four corners, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a little tack down right here.
Okay, this is already really cute.
It is
with
really
that
cute.
quilting.
So here's where I'm under pressure. What I've got is I've got a little bit of embroidery thread on this pre-threaded needle. I was not going to try and thread this on screen. I had to use a little thread.
When it's thick thread, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You use a little
So I'm just going to
threader.
let this overlap, okay? And I'm just going to tack this down really, really quick. Okay, and I've got nice thick thread, so I don't have to worry too much about doing it too many times. I'm just going to take a few loops.
So cute, Erin, already.
It is really cute.
And what you're doing is you're just grabbing both
Yep,
sides and
I'm
the
getting
middle all at the
three.
same time.
Can you? Oh, you can't really see that very well. Let's see. I've got all three layers.
So you're just doing a stitch through all three, so you don't
Yep.
have to worry about it
Mm-hmm.
being super
So
messy.
see, I've just made a cute little stitch right there. I'm going to tie a knot in the back.
Love it.
So far, so good.
Yes.
Stitching on screen. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two buttons, and here's a good way to just use your extra buttons. You could do a contrasting button. You could do whatever you want. I'm going to tie a new knot here and trim this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a closure that is just like the one we did right here on our tablet. Okay?
But you could really
So-
close it any way that you
Yeah,
like.
you could do Velcro, you could do whatever you want, okay? So it's gonna close like this. So I'm gonna take my little button here and I'm gonna stitch it on, and just first, I can't pick this up, for time's sake, I'm going to do it kind of just a couple of loops.
But then you can spend the time you need to secure it properly and everything
Mm-hmm.
at home. I love it. Libby, did we have any other questions?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Well, if you have them, put them in the comments and we'll try and get to them real
Yeah.
quick.
Do you wanna start telling them about the giveaway while I'm doing
Oh,
this?
yes. All right.
Take the pressure off me.
So we love our giveaways. We just love to make sure that we share some of the things that we love with you. And so this month, we're going to be giving away our favorite iron, which we feel is so necessary and so great to use, as well as an additional fabric bundle for next month.
That's a pretty
So
good giveaway.
Oh, yes. And
We
this-
want to see some Valentine's
We
stuff out of
do.
that.
We really do. And this will be fun because you can have extra fabric and maybe play with the idea of mixing the blocks like we talked about tonight, which I think will be really fun. And it's an easy giveaway. All you have to do is comment with your favorite Christmas food. Because I know we're talking about Valentine's stuff, but it's still Christmas season. It is here really quickly. I'm sure you're not quite ready, or maybe you're
I am
ahead
not
of the
ready
time. I'm not
at
ready.
all.
Neither of us are quite ready because that's you have to work till Christmas, till the very last minute.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Oh my goodness. This is what I was afraid of,
It's all
having to stitch on screen. It's a lot of pressure.
So go ahead and just write in the comments, though, what your favorite Christmas food is and why. We'd love to hear why.
I think there's a question right now on Facebook about your favorite Christmas treat. This is favorite Christmas food. So what's your favorite?
Right, because it could be anything. I love to have ham for Christmas dinner.
Ham?
I do love ham for Christmas dinner.
My
It's one of
husband
those
loves ham
traditional
for
things.
Christmas dinner.
But I also love cinnamon rolls. We, at our family, have a tradition where we wake up in the morning, we open gifts, and then we eat cinnamon rolls. That's our breakfast.
I cannot do this. This is
super
too much
fun.
pressure. Okay, that's good enough. That is good enough. You guys know how this is, don't you? Good enough. Okay.
And then let's just finish talking about that while you tie that off. Is the winner is going to be announced on Thursday, and so you have till Wednesday to put in your favorite Christmas food for that giveaway.
Okay, so here we go. We've got our envelope and we've got our 2 buttons, and then we're just going to tie it the same way we did with that, which is just kind of you loop it around, kind of in a figure 8, down and around, back and forth, back and forth. And you've got a little envelope.
On both
the
sides.
back is your envelope. Isn't that so cute? Let's see, can I hold it up like this? There we go.
There
And
you go.
inside you can put a little card. You can put a little treat. I think it's the perfect size for some jewelry. I think
Ooh,
it's a good like hint
yes.
for someone.
yes.
Like if you could put some beautiful Valentine jewelry in here for me.
I think it could also be a good teacher gift or something that you make for your kids that they use every year.
That's so
and just
cute.
expect that this is something fun is going to be in their little Valentine that they get every year.
We give our kids Valentines every year. We do a special Valentine breakfast. We have waffles with strawberries and whipped cream, and then we always put their Valentines on their plate. So this would be super cute.
That would be super cute. I love it. And then,
Okay.
Libby, did you have one more question? Sorry.
Yeah, someone was wondering if the cute little heart is included in their files.
Yes.
Awesome.
So it's the final step, actually, I think after the quilting.
Yes.
So you can skip it if you want. If you want the heart, you keep going. And if you don't, you just stop your machine before you get to that
And
part.
you know what I like is that it's its own separate step. So if you want to play with the colors,
Oh,
you can change the colors out because it's not connected to the quilting.
So you don't have to use the same as the quilting. And I think you did that in one of the samples. You used a bright pink thread on a couple of the
Right.
heart envelopes.
And that's what's fun.
That's
Is
cute.
so you could make a bunch of them. You could customize your heart color and just play with that a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay. So you already walked through the giveaway. They're going to get a mini iron and an extra fabric bundle. And they need to say
What their favorite Christmas
their
food
favorite
is.
Christmas food is.
And
Ooh, I
the
didn't
winner will
say-
be announced Thursday.
Okay, I didn't say my favorite
Yeah, what's
Christmas
yours?
food. What is my favorite Christmas food? I make this hot, sounds kind of gross now that I'm about to say it out loud. It's a hot cream cheese onion dip, and it's so good with vegetables and crackers and bread.
Sounds good.
So I only make it on Christmas Eve, so it feels kind of special.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try it.
You don't eat dairy. Cassie's allergic to dairy.
I would
So
want to eat that.
You would like to eat
I would
it.
love to eat it.
It would not be a Merry Christmas.
No, I can't eat it, but I would love to eat it.
All right, so I think that's it for us today. And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas in 2 weeks minus 1 day.
And until then, go enjoy some well-deserved me time.
Bye.